just a quick video on some tips about essential oils. So first, you always want to keep your essential oils upright and you want to keep them out of direct sunlight. You never want to over tighten them. Just tighten them gently. If you over tighten them, it could crack the lid because the essential oils are molecules that are always trying to escape. And if you don't tighten them enough, they can escape because it's not tight enough. Okay, and so then also what you want to do is you never want to touch the orifice. So I know a lot of people will like put their finger right on here and get the oils. You always want to drop it in your hands. What you also want to do is rotate your oils. So you want to give your cells like that rotation of molecules. You don't want to use the same oil all the time. I know that we all have our favorite oils. I do too, but we just want to make sure that you're not using them every single day for a long period of time. So just spice it up with different oils. And if you're going to use oils, please use them daily. They are so powerful. And using them daily is what's going to give you the best results. So don't only just use them when you need them. Now, I wanted to tell you, well, I don't have a big one, but the 5 milliliter that has about 80 to 100 drops in this. And let's see if I have. And the 15 milliliter has about 250 to 300 drops. So in case you ever wanted to know how many drops are in the oils. Now, let's talk about hot oils for a minute. Hot oils are oils that are warm or hot, and they usually need a carrier oil, especially if you're sensitive. The important thing also about any oil, hot or not, is if you get them in your eyes, you don't use water. You have to use colloidal silver, milk, or you can use a carrier oil, because if you use water, it will help the oil to penetrate deeper into the eye, which is not good. And so also a term that we use a lot in the essential oil field is neat. And what that means is when you apply essential oils without a carrier oil, that's called applying it neat. So what I want to also talk about is a lot of times people will swear by a certain oil. They'll be like, this is my favorite oil and this is what it did for me, and that's all great. But just know your body. Know that every oil is very different for every person. And so any advice that you get about oils, that's perfect. You can give it a try for sure, but just know that everybody's different, and what works for one person may not work for another person. Now, with that said, of course, if you have an ache or pain and you use deep relief, that pretty much works for a lot of people. But I'm talking more like the emotional oils, or any kind of other oil that you need for any kind of issues that you're having. So I hope that's been helpful. Just a quick review of some of the different things with tips with oils. Thanks. To be continued.